At the top of the heart. Yeah, so now we're gonna move on to gastrointestinal, the abdomen. So before we get started, Vivian, I'm just going to put this underneath. So I'm just going to drape Vivian up at the top. Right, perfect. So before we get started, I'm just going to auscultate, not auscultate, I'm going to inspect Vivian's abdomen. I'm going to inspect for a contour. I'm going to see that it's flat in shape. I'm going to look for hair distribution, which is even. Her umbilicus is at the midline, which is great. I'm also going to note that she has an umbilical piercing, which doesn't seem infected. It seems completely healed, which is great. And then I'm also gonna inspect for visible lesions, scarring, any visible masses. Then before I palpate, I'm going to auscultate each quadrant, starting with the lower right. Perfect. And I heard gurgling sounds within her stomach, which means that there is bowel movements going on. So now I'm just going to palpate and soft palpate and circular motions throughout each quadrant to assess for rigidity. I'm also going to look at Vivian's face to look for grimness, which I don't see. I'm also going to palpate for tenderness and any masses that I might have missed. And I don't see any. There's no rigidity, which is great. I don't see any tension either, and there's no abdominal pain or any abnormalities that I see. There's no tension either. So finally, I'm just going to palpate the bladder. Sorry, Vivian, I'm just going to lift this down a little bit. So I'm just going to palpate the bladder. I don't feel any distension, which is great. All right, perfect. So Vivian, I'm just going to get you to sit up. I'm just going to remove the draping. And do you have any questions for me? Any concerns? No. Okay, does everything feel okay?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So have a great day. Thank you so much.
Yeah.